400,000 white-collar jobs vanished in 18 months. Corporate profits hit all-time highs the same quarter. This isn't a recession. It's not a cycle. It's the largest white-collar extinction event since steam engines killed the artisan class. And the data I'm about to show you proves it's just getting started. Start with the forced migration. When salaried knowledge jobs disappear, workers don't evaporate. They get pushed into gig work, consulting shells, and freelance contracts with no benefits. Watch what's happening to self-employment in the richest economies. The UK, US, and Korea are seeing self-employment creep up precisely as corporate hiring freezes hit white-collar roles. In India, where AI adoption is exploding through outsourcing pipelines, self-employment is structurally massive, over 75%, and rising again after a decade of decline. This is what a labor market looks like when companies decide they don't need full-time analysts, copywriters, or junior coders anymore. They rent humans by the task. The salaried professional class is being unbundled in real time. Now, the obvious counter-argument: services are booming, tech jobs are everywhere. Wrong. Dead wrong. Here's the trick. Services output as a share of GDP keeps climbing in every advanced economy. The US sits above 77%. France, the UK, Germany, all marching upward. The service economy is bigger than ever. But look at the second line. Services employment share. It's flatlining. In some countries, it's already rolling over. That gap, output going up while employment stalls, has a name. Economists call it productivity capture. I call it what it is. The machines are doing the work and humans aren't getting paid for it. Every percentage point of GDP that services add without adding workers is a direct transfer from labor to capital. This is the AI dividend, and it's not going into your paycheck. Want proof the output is real? Here it is. Services value added as a share of GDP, relentlessly up. The UK hit 80%, the US over 77%, France approaching 79%. This is not a sector in decline. This is a sector eating the entire economy. And yet the headcount needed to run it is collapsing on a per-dollar basis. Compare this chart to the one I just showed you. Same time period, same countries. Output line, rocket. Employment line, dead. That space between the two lines, that's where the 400,000 jobs went. That's where every record corporate margin since 2022 was minted. The productivity is real. The job creation is a myth. This is the chart that ends the debate. Unemployment among workers with advanced degrees, masters, PhDs, professional credentials. The exact demographic everyone said was safe. The exact demographic AI was supposed to augment. Look at the US line spiking after 2022. Look at Germany. Look at Korea, an AI infrastructure superpower with advanced education unemployment climbing while overall unemployment stays low. For 40 years, the rule was simple. Get the degree, get the job. That rule is breaking in real time. When the unemployment rate for PhDs rises faster than for high school grads, you are not in a normal economy. You are in a structural rewrite. The diploma stopped being armor the moment GPT-4 shipped. Final piece. The jobless growth signature. GDP per capita is still expanding across the advanced world. The US is posting 2% plus. India is north of 5%. The economies are growing. The pie is getting bigger. But the slice going to white-collar workers is shrinking. This is the historic decoupling. For 200 years, growth meant jobs. More output meant more hiring. That relationship is dead. The countries that bet hardest on AI infrastructure, the US, UK, Germany, are showing the sharpest split between rising output and stagnant professional employment. By 2026, this gap will be undeniable. Growth without workers, profit without paychecks. That's the new economy. Here's the verdict. AI is not augmenting knowledge workers. It is replacing them quietly, role by role, and the productivity gains are going 100% to capital. The data doesn't lie. Services output is exploding, service employment is flat, advanced degree unemployment is climbing, and self-employment is rising as the salaried class gets unbundled into gig contracts. The countries leading on AI, US, UK, Germany, Korea, are leading the bloodbath. This isn't a cycle that corrects in 2 quarters. The Industrial Revolution killed the artisan. This revolution is killing the analyst, the paralegal, the junior dev, the copywriter, the middle manager. 400,000 jobs in 18 months is the opening act. If you think your degree protects you, the chart already disagrees. If you want the charts before the headlines catch up, subscribe. I run the data so you don't get blindsided by the next 400,000. No opinions, no vibes, just receipts.